Everyone, trying to re-record this because people act like every time I record something is important to interrupt me. So this is for like I'm not sure if it's introduction or basic, well, close to introduction. So I set up dark auburn arts because I'm learning to paint and draw more correctly. So last year they restarted the drawing and painting classes at the Michaels I work at. I live in Philly, so I go to the Michaels that's about 30 some minutes away from my house. That's where I work at. And I had two friends that was doing it. One friend, after his first art class, he was dropped. Like, from what I'm saying now, he did good teaching it, but I don't know what happened I'm assuming he didn't want to do it no more or whatever. So my one friend does it. And there's, free classes and so forth. She's changing her format this year, which is good because she kept getting too many people that will come in for a free class and expect her to teach techniques, which she made very clear in the beginning. You have to actually go to an actual class, and which she did mention, hey, you have to actually buy the actual class, an actual class for techniques. I'm not teaching it here. There were some people that didn't like it because like $25 is quote quote too high. I also dance too, and I have people complain that $12 was too high. $12 to $15 was too high for a dance class, compared to what most places would charge you. So I'm like, whatever. Like, I would sign up for the actual classes, but since it has to be more than one person, I assume, and it's not free to employees unless it's at least two people, it becomes problematic, but whatever. So I learned how to do that, and I can draw. It's, how can I put it best? Since I used to do faces, the lettering, things like that, it wasn't that difficult for me. It's just the anatomy and things like that was not enforced. Unfortunately, I didn't go to a school that didn't have a decent art teacher or even an art section of this classes. And college was a no, because if a class was considered elective and in quote quote easy elective, a lot of people will take that class. And unfortunately, the intro to art, like drawing, sculpting, I think there was another one I can't remember, was it. So I was like, oh, nope. And I couldn't do the art classes at my college because I had to work and things like that. So it's like, so that was put on hold. So I've been doing this for about a year. Yeah, it's been a year. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, because I started this June 13th. And I'll have my old sketchbook when I find it. So if you're going to use paints, acrylic paint, for example, one of the first paints I used was Craft Smart. This is Craft Smart right here. I didn't really like it. It's just I didn't like working with it. So I gave that to my first brother that does art and stuff. Because Craft Smart is cheap. I think it used to be, I think it went up to 79 cents. So it's like a craft paint, but it's acrylic, but I didn't like it for painting. So the second brand I brought was Artist Loft, which this was $5, and you get these colors: Culprit Blue, Ultramarine Blue, Chrism Red, Vermilion, which is orange, Viridian, which is a green. Why did I have that twice? Burnt Sienna, Raw Umber, Hooker's Green. There, that's the one I was missing. Lemon Yellow, Titanium White, Yellow Ochre, and there's a black called Lamp Black. I have this is like my second set, and this is the third set my friend brought because he used a lot of my paint when we was in that class together. So there's that. That was okay for a bit. It's not bad for beginners, but I wanted something a little bit better. And on a side note, if you're using acrylic paint, titanium white will be used a lot. So once you run out of that little tube, get a big thing of this. And also, if you're going to use acrylic paint from different companies, make sure they're comparable with each other. I know it's supposed to be common sense thing, but sometimes it's good to repeat it. So there's that. So let me go in this. So this is the Artist Loft one. Not Artist Loft. This is the Craft Smart paint. And this is the Artist Loft canvas panel. And I like using the canvas panels, but I'm slowly, sorry if I'm moving my camera a lot slowly, I need to use the actual canvas. So these are these. I think I'm gonna have to try actual canvas itself. I get these when they're on sale. I think one was like $5 or $6 where you buy two for a certain amount. So I have 15 more of those left. So there's that. That was Still Life. I believe we were working at the sky. I think this was Artist Loft. Yeah, this was Artist Loft paint. Sorry, it's too shiny. Yes, that. It's that. Like every time I went to my friend's class, went to the free class, it was different each time. So the art classes I get taught is by Grumbacher, Grumbacher, and they wanted people to use. Why is this upside down? Their brand of paint. So I think this one was when she started to use the paint. It's either this one or, sorry, some of those upside down because the name, I didn't bother to check the back to see if the name, the tag thing was up. I think this was, yeah, that was Artist Loft. Sorry if I'm moving around. This was the Grumbacher paint. One of my friends thought we were doing watercolor. There's hair on this. No. Sorry, trying to get which watercolor, but I was putting too much water on the brush and it was a bit of annoying. So there's that. Like these are all the paint. Ooh, this is upside down. Paints we did thus far. There was some for fall. Fall leaves. And this was the last one we did. Yeah, it was the last one. On a side note, certain classes at Michael's stop after a certain point. Because I think by November, there's certain classes stop because of the holidays. So that was the last one. That last one was from last October. So I'm still going to do them. It's just, I got to find time and effort, stuff like that. So this was one from, at the same time, it was from my ice cream I was eating. This was Artist Loft. Oh, I think this is upside down. Yes, this is upside down. There we go. I don't know which way it's supposed to look. I have to go look at the picture that I posted on my Instagram, but yeah. This is all Artist Loft. So, let me see the side. So, those are the paints that's one side of the paint I use. I also have palette paper. You can use like any type of wax paper is good to use for palette paper. You use parchment paper. As long as it has like a wax surface, you're good. And then here are the brushes. Like I'm showing like my introduction and everything. I'm so sorry if I'm posting too much. These are random brushes. Like these are Artist Loft. You can get these for $5 as well. only thing I don't like, I have to actually get me an actual, my sister's, an actual, sorry about that. I have to get an actual bag to put them in. It's annoying. Like, I won't get Art Loft brushes anymore because after a while the glue breaks. One of the small ones, the glue, this part comes off, so I gotta be careful. I brought a pack of these right here, and these are I like these better than the wood. Don't know why. I like these, so I gotta get me more of those, and I need to get me more of the Simply Simmons. This is my come on, focus. This is the wash. I need to get me something that's a bigger wash. And I like watching pink videos. I say make sure you will watch out for the snap. I like these. I really do. And it's hard. I might have to look online and see if I can get them in a set. If not, I'll just get them at my store or Blix. This came in a set, and I know we sell them separately. So there's those. These are all the brushes I use. Don't be alarmed. You know someone's gonna be like, "Why your brushes are that way?" Paint is gonna get stuck on your brush regardless of how many times you wash it. It's natural. Don't freak out. This is my palette knife. It's a plastic one. Like some of the stuff, sorry, I'm moving around a lot. Some of the stuff I have, majority of it came from my job because I brought it from my job. So this is a palette knife I rather have the plastic one more than metal one, because the metal ones tend to be more expensive. That wasn't that bad. So let me wrap these up. Like I have a list of an art supply list that's on my phone that I need to get to. Next set of paints I brought last year from Blix. They built a Blix downtown near Broad and Chestnut, because there was one near the convention center which I did not know about till I saw a picture where it was like, oh, but I go to one at Broad Chestnut. These are Liquitex Basics. They were the 24 count. My store do sell these, but there was it was a good about $10 or so difference compared to Blix. Another thing is, don't be afraid to shop around other places for prices. I was deciding between this and Golden, and with Golden I want with what I wanted for acrylic paint. I wanted a bit more than like the basics. I am so sorry if I'm moving around. So I decided on getting a 24 count of these and going with Liquitex because I liked how it looked. And I actually do like how it looked. So I'm going to take all these out. And also, this was a case I used to keep my Art Loft acrylic paints in. I need to get me a bigger one. I think I should. I'm trying to think, should I use it for my pencils or my brushes? I gotta think about that for a moment. But like, I got the 24 count. I know someone's gonna be like, what made you choose Liquitex? Like, watching videos and a bit of research, and also price range, which wasn't that bad. It's just at my store, yeah, $10 so difference between my store and Blix, which was a greater difference. So I brought these around the holidays because I decided to sign up for a Blix card because I'm going to end up going there a lot anyway too. And I'm sorry, I had paused for a bit for my train of thought. Because like, they're also building AC Moore, Broad and Chestnut. There's one on Columbus Boulevard with a Walmart, and it's another store. The Walmart is, if you know where that at. And I'm not sure if the AC Moore, if they're going out of business or they're just trying to expand. I actually wish that was a Joann's being built there, because Joann's is in the Northeast and Springfield. I can get to the Northeast easily. It's going to be an inner line plus a bus, and plus that bus is not reliable with time. And Springfield, that's going to require me to catch 2 or 3 things. Even though one friend, all he has to do is catch I think one thing to get over there while he catches two to get to the store we both work at. I don't know, but it depends where you live. This is the 24 count. So, like I said, I like these because they have more color variety, and also it seemed like for some reason when I put it on my palette paper, even if I put a lot, it doesn't dry up so fast. If that makes sense, acrylic paint does dry quickly, but this didn't dry as fast like Art Loft did. So that was actually a good thing. And I'm trying to think, how much was this? This was $30 compared to paying. This set was $30 compared to paying. It was nearly almost $42 at my store. So I was like, I'd rather get it from here. And plus I had a coupon, so I was like, I'll use the coupon. So the colors I've gotten with the Liquitex Basics. The Basics, I understand, it's like student grade. I think Liquitex Hard Acrylics is more professional based. These are doing me okay, so I might not even bother with the hard acrylics. Mine is the Muted collection. I'm waiting for them to put that out. It's out, but I really want that collection. I was hoping they'll put it out soon because I think it's going to be a hard body acrylics, ink, and something else. So that'll be the only hard body acrylics I'll get from Liquitex. But if you haven't seen the Muted collection, I suggest checking videos out. It looks awesome. And I don't like pink, but that pink they had was... I am sorry if I tongue popped too loud. But anyway, so the colors you get with the 24 count is light green permanent, burnt umber. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side. Some of them I'm going to put to the side because I'll explain in a few seconds. Diazite purple, burnt sienna, ivory, come on, focus you, ivory black, can't talk today, cerulean blue hue, burnt raw umber. Why is it burnt? Raw umber. I keep figuring there's different shades of it. Yellow oxide. Then there's cadmium red light hue. It's like there's different hues and so forth. So then there's primary red. Red oxide. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, got interrupted. Okay, then Hooker's Green Hue Permanent. I'm seriously need to figure out who the hell named this Hooker's Green, because I shouldn't laugh at it. It's like a name little kids shouldn't be saying, but still. Then I'm not going to say this because it's going to sound wrong out my mouth. So phthalocyanine blue. That's the best I can say it. Of course, titanium white. And my point from earlier, I'm going to have to get me a bigger tube of this. Then there's Algerian Chrism Hue Permanent. So I'm reading all these so you can see how it's primary blue. Okay. Then there's Candium Orange Hue, and then Phthalocyanine Green. So I was getting a text message, they're gonna have to wait a minute. Raw Sienna. Quinacridone Magenta. I don't see magenta stuff colors like that. I know you can get basic colors and mix them. Oh, trust me, it took me a while to get the color wheel together. Why did I Canadian? Can't read. Cadmium yellow medium hue. Cobalt, cobalt, blue hue. I can't speak today, so bear with me. Primary yellow. And ultramarine blue. I'm going to quickly explain this part here. And after this, I'm going to make a part 2 video. So that way it'll give y'all a little break. Now, the colors I pulled out for a reason, because I'm learning skin tones. So these are good with skin tones. These are good with skin tones. From what I learned from a video. So like the white, you do not want to use black. And you know, people want to say you can use black for a skin tone. Apparently you have to learn like the undertones as well of the surface tones. So these are like the main ones that you can use for skin tones. You can use the white to lighten it. You can use one of these shades of blue for like, you know, like when you have your like the little veins, like the undertone of it, if that makes sense. Of it, like there's like the main tone, then there's the surface tone, then you have to worry about the light, things like that. So there's a book that the Art Sherpa has suggested, which I'll mention below in a comment below, which I want to get, which would actually make sense because she was fussing about how when she tried to do her own skin tone, she can't use just the white. You have to put other undertones with it to get that complexion correctly, which I do agree for. Even if you're a person of color, you have to remember there's your top skin tone and then your undertones. It's like almost like how makeup is done, that almost similar thing, but not too similar. So I know there are like Copics, markers, and a few other companies that does skin tone range colors. So I want to go grab one of those. But yeah, I know you can. I think you can use this. I could be wrong with red oxide, though. I could be wrong. But it looks like something you can use as a skin tone a little bit. But yeah. But when they say you can use black, you can't use just black and just white. So that's one thing I learned, thankfully. So I'm going to let y'all go real quick. So that's all 24, my Liquitex basics. I'm going to let y'all go real quick while I go do something. And I'm going to make a part 2 of this video. I'll see y'all in a bit.